What is going on, everybody? All right, so for today's video blog, we're going to talk about something that's a little bit more market specific with what we're dealing with right now. However, before I go into it, please understand, I'm not trying to solicit anybody that is under contract. If you have a working relationship with another real estate agent, please do not contact me. If you have any questions, ask them the exact same questions you want to ask me. I'm sure they've got the answers. You've hired them for a reason. Trust your real estate agent, okay? So before I even get into this topic, a lot of people freak out because their house isn't selling and they believe it's the agent's fault. Sometimes it could be, but more often than not, it could be the market condition, and a lot of people just want to blame the real estate agent right away. So don't overreact. The market is slow right now, but things are going to pick up. I've already noticed showings picking up on my listings across Durham region. So I do believe that by mid-September, end of September, we should see some healthy activity, but who knows? Anyways, all right. So what the topic's going to be about is, if your house isn't selling, you're not getting any showings, what do you do? Now, the blanket statement or the blanket solution that everyone really does is you want to do a price reduction. And I understand, because let's say your house is worth, or you're priced at $600,000, you're not getting any showings, you're not getting any activity. You know that price will eventually sell your home, because do you not think that if you listed your house for $1, you would have interest in that house? Yes. So it's supply and demand. So you want to find that sweet spot, that equilibrium of at what certain price point will the demand come in and you're going to sell your house. But the whole thing is you also have to take into consideration market conditions, because reducing it might not work, or might not work right away, and it might not have the effect that you actually needed. What I always do with my listings is I keep track of all the properties that are also listed that are comparable to us. You want to make sure that if you're noticing houses are selling comparable to you, and they've been on less time, or they came on after you guys were listed and it's still sold before you, then you know, okay, you know what? We need to reduce this property because we're priced a little bit high. What I always do is I call the other agents, I find out, hey, what was your reason you showed this house and you ended up buying something else? What was it? Was it the price? Was it renovations? Any information is always appreciated. For example, doing a price reduction in the middle of August was not really going to help you. Obviously, it would still sell if you did a drastic reduction, but if you're not in a crazy rush, what I always recommend my clients to do is wait till September. See if the activity picks up. If we still aren't getting the necessary activity at that point, then it might be worthwhile to reduce. But if I know there's no other houses selling in my area, and so it's not just us, why would I do a reduction when I just know, okay, maybe a little bit more time, maybe the reduction maybe not as big as one needs to be done down the road. There's a whole bunch of solutions. Basically my answer is it's not all about a price reduction. Obviously the price is the most important aspect at the end of the day, but you don't need to overreact. You don't need to do a price reduction, especially when the entire market itself is fairly slow. However, if you are seeing a lot of activity and you're just sitting there stagnating, then you know it is price. Any questions, any comments, please let me know. Jacob at SoldByJacob.com, Instagram, Facebook, SoldByJacob. Thanks for watching.